So underneath the Japanese knotweed, we have another plant very common in Japan and very popular actually in general and in cooking. It's used, maybe the best known use is the yomogi mochi, which is a dessert basically made with, or snack made with sweet rice. So it's like a little cake, and then this will be pounded in with the sticky rice to give it the flavor of yomogi or mugwort. It can also, the powder might be used in breads, in pasta, noodles, I mean. Um, so anyway, mentioned a little earlier, we got this downy underside, and if you were actually with the plant, you could, now it's mild because it's early in the year and it's cold and it's wet. So as it gets warmer and sunnier and the plant grows, this will get stronger and stronger in smell. But I definitely get some smell. I was smelling it just by stepping on it. And like a lot of the relatives, perhaps the most famous European relative is wormwood, so called because it was used for intestinal parasites, which is one of the uses for mugwort as well. We also have a general bitter property like you would find in dandelion and many herbs, and that is something that we try to ingest for the sake of the liver, especially if it's backed up with bile and having and digestive troubles. So the other interesting use of mugwort is to dry it out, and it's made into a fluff that's used to treat the acupuncture points, sometimes with the needle or sometimes by itself. The mugwort is lit to produce a hot ember, and that's held close to the skin, or the needle stabbed through on the way into your skin so that the heat transfers through. But another point, like I just made, is that you have the dried remains. So you might see this from a distance once you get to know these flower stalks, which are quite common, especially roadside areas, a lot of so-called waste places. So even in here, I can still smell the very distinct Artemisia, and specifically yomogi or mugwort. So this is a wonderful herb and very common. And by the way, we're not in Japan, we are in New York, but we have two Japanese plants in abundance, which a lot of people have a big issue with, especially the knotweed. But I definitely want to point out that it might be a better use of energy to use the knotweed as a medicine as well as eat it. Okay, let's take a pause here and we'll return with another plant.